As we all know, Jiu Jitsu is a difficult sport. As such, we Jiu Jitsu athletes, like all athletes, are subject to suffering from cognitive distortions. Cognitive distortions are automatic thinking errors that can increase our frustration, our anxiety, or possibly lead to burnout or quitting during training, competition, and Jiu Jitsu in general. These distortions often worsen with fatigue, injury, or high-pressure competition. They can directly affect our confidence, our risk-taking, the learning process. Therefore, addressing them usually improves both performance and training longevity. Today, I'd like to speak about 8 cognitive distortions in no particular order that can affect Jiu-Jitsu athletes. The first one is all or nothing thinking. This is when we view a round or a tournament as a total failure if we were submitted or we lost, even if we executed techniques well or learned something useful. All or nothing. The second one is catastrophizing. That's when we interpret a bad roll, an injury, a loss, a submission as evidence that we don't belong or that we will never progress. The third one is overgeneralization. That's when an athlete can conclude that he or she is not good or bad at jiu-jitsu based on one poor session, one opponent, or a single mistake. On the flip side, you have a great night that night and you overgeneralize, thinking that your game is better than it is. The fourth one is mind reading. We assume that our training partners think we are weak, lazy, or incompetent without any evidence as such, or vice versa, that we are the best in the gym without any evidence. The fifth cognitive distortion is comparison bias. That's when we judge our progress solely against teammates who are younger, more athletic, have more time in the game, they train more often, have different body types, etc. The sixth one is outcome fixation. That's when we value submissions, wins, belt promotions over processes such as positional control, decision-making, consistency, improvement, etc. The seventh one is personalization. That's when we interpret a coach's correction, a tough roll, being passed over for promotion, either stripes or belts, as a personal failure rather than just understanding that it's part of the normal training process. The eighth cognitive distortion is negativity bias. That's when we remember every little mistake, every little thing we did wrong, while discounting perhaps a successful escape, a transition, improvement, consistency, healing from an injury. It's important to realize when we are suffering with a possible cognitive distortion and speak to our teammates and our coach about it, because the ability for teammates and coaches to reframe our thinking out of these cognitive distortions will lead to improvements in training, less burnout, and hopefully not quitting the sport.